Wolastoq.
Starting our morning medicine. Dulge Wolastoq. Chuyipsil Abijik for all the women. Chupsil Skidabik so that they remain protectors. Chuapijik so they all remain nurturers. Tachimawi Bunmanen. Pizun. Which is a got it so that they can work together. Which got it Ludway Wagon to save our language. Chupsil Gizipskud for all the children whose graves were found. Especially when we know of days that are shortened for our residential school survivors, how difficult it was for them. So today I light this pipe to welcome the day. The male part of the pipe is a stem. The female part of the pipe is the bowl. Each pinch of tobacco is a prayer. And as we begin this month of September, we call Mustewi Gizos, the moose calling moon. We think about the moose calling that's getting ready to feed our communities. And the bear, I decided to use a bear pipe this morning so that we could have the stamina for this entire month to give honor to those residential school survivors, all those ones that are still being uncovered, their graves being uncovered. And so we have to make sure that each day we wake up in the morning and we say, I want to send a prayer to a survivor's family. I want to send a prayer to the government to make sure that those things don't happen again. And so we as a society need to support each other in the wellness of all our children and our communities. Chuyid Gil, Musami Gizos, for you, grandfather, son. You come every day to gift us. Not too many people give gratitude to you, but today I want to make sure you know there are people that give gratitude to you across Turtle Island. Wolastoq. Knikwida Hamel back again, man. Wolastoq, I remember you as a child when you were so clean that I could dip my hand into you and drink like this. Today I can't do that, Wolastoq. And please accept our apology and forgive us. Forgive the human family for being so selfish in a way of not making sure that you're clean. They don't realize when you're clean, then the drinking water we have is clean. Musum Sugnikanabazided, all the grandfathers before us, all the males, all our sons, all our nephews. We send out medicine to you to be protectors today. May you defend someone who's in trouble. May you honor someone who is asking for help. Wolastoq. Kulasiko Wespazaki week. Gizijatin me de quizwan Ktihiwan Ganog Nilan Skijinawug, the Legate came and so you the Gidigig, which Lewius Wolastoq. Bemkiskok, Amsquasawe, Sakiad no Musami Gizos, Diddly, which we could man with joke at a wagon, which you make with the hammock yupsil. Was Isaac, which you need always kitchen and what eat it. Wolastoq, I welcome you this morning. I know not everybody calls you Wolastoq, but I wanted to honor your first name. I know what it's like to lose a name. My Opolahsomuwehs, my traditional name, wasn't allowed in the school systems that I went to, even in my community school. So today, I come to you, Wolastoq, and I tell you and greet you in your first name, and I greet myself in my original name, Opolahsomuwehs. I'm going to light the pipe ceremony. This is the first podcast that I hope to begin sharing with listeners. And the podcast is going to be just stories of Wolastoq, stories from Wolastoq, stories of Wolastoq, and especially ceremonies from Wolastoq, with Wolastoq, on Wolastoq, and from Wolastoq. And so Bemkiskok, today is the first podcast episode we're going to have and talk about the value, the treasure of one's own identity. So Wolastoq, you inspire me because you're still praying for your original name. Maybe this episode will start the listeners thinking how unfair it is to call you by your middle name. But today, Wolastoq, let's both inspire that we get our names back and we do the ceremonies that are needed. I brought my at sunrise ceremony is teaching people about coming out of the darkness and welcoming the first light of the day, to give gratitude for the first light of the day, to feel that warmth of grandfather's son, to be grateful for all the days gifted. Psiunukmasuk, epijik, gigwasuk, bilsquasizuk, for all the women. May you be nurtured today. So give gratitude to you for being life givers, for being nurturers of our families, nurturers of our Earth Mother, and especially to our Earth Mother. May you forgive us for the unkempt way we're keeping you safe. We promise we're going to teach the next generation and all 7 generations to make sure that we teach about keeping you safe so that we can be safe. We give gratitude for all you still gift us, especially in this moon when the harvest is so welcomed and so nutritious for us. We give gratitude to your Earth Mother. I'm so happy to see the birds out. There was a time we didn't see any birds, but this morning I see the birds out. I see the clouds that are here, and the clouds are also spirits, and so you're just protecting us this morning. So I greet you, Alokik, and part of my spirit name is Mungun Alok. So I thank you seeing my spirit name today. So the tobacco is done, and so I give gratitude again for this day that you've gifted us, and Wolastoq for inspiring us to make sure that we bring your name back to you. And I'm positive that once we bring your name back to you, what we see this morning will be different. You'll be that beautiful, clear Wolastoq that I remember when I was a child. As welcome, I give gratitude to that. So in our podcasting, we think about, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about being a Wolastoq as elder, but also as youth. We'll be listening to stories from our youth, from our elders, and from just all Wolastoq and our allies who want to come and tell us stories about what they're doing for reconciliation. And so we'll be doing that as often as we can. I'm Opolahsomuwehs, and Opolahsomuwehs is my traditional original name that was gifted to me by my maternal grandmother. And so that's the name I'll be using as a podcast, and it'll always be near Wolastoq or Wolastoq. And I just want to invite you to come and listen to many stories of Wolastoq, from Wolastoq, on Wolastoq, with Wolastoq, and to celebrate Wolastoq. I'm now going to sing a song that's going to greet the day. And the song was originally a ceremonial song in our sweat lodges by the late Sagate, the elder Gwen Bear, who sang this song in our lodges. And after her spirit walk, we decided, with her family's permission, to make sure that her song resounded around our homeland. And today it's being sung in our schools, it's been sung at universities, it's sung in ceremony. It's also been translated to Mi'kmaq by George Paul, and so you'll hear it on YouTube. And so these are the things that we're going to be sharing with you, and many more stories to come. Please tune in to our upcoming podcast. Let me get my drum, and I'm going to sing a song. Wolastoq b'melagwe, aji debamigo. Wolastoq melagwe, zupegel mia. Niguas b'miphin, wazizajnilaskamil. Niguas b'miphin, wazizajnilaskamil. Wolastoq say davers, say repond. Wolastoq say davers, don lo say on. Termer portez-moi un enfant je resterai. Termer portez-moi un enfant je resterai. Wolastoq is flowing, flowing and growing. Wolastoq is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me, a child I will always be. Mother, carry me, a child I will always be. Wolastoq b'melagwe, ahaji debamigo. Wolastoq melagwe, zupegel mia. Niguas b'miphin, wazizajnilaskamil. Niguas b'miphin, wazizajnilaskamil. Wazizajnilaskamil. Hu sagate, hu sagate, hu sagate. Thank you, Sagate, for the spirit song that we still continue to sing from our hearts, and to also give gratitude to you, Wolastoq, for inspiring us to make sure we maintain our identity in a good way. And I also want to thank the crew that's here today. Chad Ingraham is always here beside me to make sure that we send our stories out. And Nicole is also here from UNB helping out. And Airton is also here as part of our Wolastoq Opolahsomuwehs podcasting. Waliwan, Kasalmopa.